Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a full body stretch. We're going to be releasing any tension that you may be experiencing in your first, second, or third trimester. I am currently in my third trimester. I am 30 weeks, and this is something that's really been helping me. As I've started my third trimester, I've started to feel more aches and pains. I've had more trouble getting comfortable at night or on the couch even, just because I'm maybe tensing up some areas. And so this is a great stretch routine to do at night. You can follow along with me, and if you are having difficulty or you're feeling too much of a stretch, make sure to pull back on the stretch. Go at your own pace. This is supposed to be something that's beneficial to you. So if it feels like it's a little bit too much, just pull back and then try a little bit more after, or try a little bit more the next day. So Bentley is going to be joining us today. He usually is spending time with his daddy in the other room, but daddy's away for the day, so he doesn't like being alone. So if you see him walking around, or he'll probably just chill, then just don't mind him. All right, so we're just gonna sit up with our legs crossed. We're just gonna release anything that is bothering us today, release any thoughts that are troubling to us, any negative thoughts. We're gonna make sure that we're sitting up right. We're not slouching and sitting back like this. We're sitting nice and upright, like a string is pulling us from the top of the room, sitting nice and upright. And we're going to take a few deep breaths, and in and out, in and out. One more time, in and out. Now we're going to add our arms to this. In and out. We're going to do that 2 more times. In, then out. Last time, in and out. We're going to let our shoulders relax by doing some backward circles. We're going to do that for 10. Just releasing that upper back, that trapezius tension. And then forward. It's almost like a shrug, but you're bringing it in a circle. Just kind of releasing that. Make sure you're breathing the whole time. We're going to relax right here, and we're going to do some neck stretches. So we're just going to start by kind of gently moving our neck back and forth, gently bringing it into this rotation. And we're going to stop on one side. Make sure that your shoulder isn't creeping up, that you keep your shoulder nice and down like this. And feel the stretch all through here. Take a few deep breaths. Sinking deeper with every breath. Now you're going to nod yes, gently. Stop at this position. Looking down down at your baby. Just a few deep breaths in this position, kind of releasing the lower neck, upper back area. Look up to the ceiling. And now we're just gonna reach our arms out in front of us. We're gonna lace our fingers just like this. We're gonna push them out, and we're gonna push our shoulders forward so that we're opening up this upper back area right here. Just hold it there. Gently release that. Now we're going to go on all fours. Just like that. And we're going to start, sorry buddy, by going into hip circles. So we're going to bring our hips back, bring them around, internally rotate them at the front, and then come around like that. Just bring it in circles. Nice big circles. Open up those hips. Open up anything that is tight. Keep going. Good. Now we're going to go around to the other side. Good. Nice big hip circles. There we go. Almost done. Two more. Good. Now we're going to bring our toes out to each side of the room like this. If this is not comfortable, that's okay. You can just stay like this with your legs flat. Bring your toes out if you can. And you're going to go on your forearms and push your hips back to the back of the room so that you're in a frog stretch like this. We're just going to hold it and take a few deep breaths here. This is opening up the pelvis, opening up the hips. What a nice deep stretch. If you're straightening your neck out like this, we just released it. I just remind myself to bring my neck back into neutral. Up. We're going to sit down again. And, sorry buddy, we're going to go into butterfly position. So you're going to bring your feet together. Belly, you want to move over here? Come over here. Okay, you want to be right next to me, don't you? Come over here. Good boy. Lay down. Lay down. Okay, so we're gonna bring our feet together. They're facing each other. Now this is one I'm not very flexible in, but I'm hoping to get more flexible as I go. You're going to bring them together like this. And we're just gonna do a few more neck releases. Just circling our neck. We're doing that, we're going to start pushing our legs down with our elbows. We're going to push them down on each side like that. So you can hold your ankles right here and just push them down a little bit, just so that you feel a stretch. You should feel it somewhat in here and then also in the back, near your buttocks. So we're gonna go. Taking it nice and slow as you slowly press down. Good. Keep that pose. Press down with your elbows. Now we're going to transition into a birthing squat. So you're going to up this. Always use your hands and your knees and your feet as much as you can so that you're not crunching forward when you're changing positions. You're going to go into the squat like this. You're going to point your toes out. You're going to sit onto your heels. If you're having trouble with this position, you can have your heels a little bit up, but try not to have them too much off of the mat. Keep them nice and flat on the floor. They can't see my feet. There you go. And you're gonna put your hands together like this. Press your knees out. This is gonna open the pelvis so nicely and allow you to have less tension there. Just sit there. Take again a few deep breaths. Sweating a little bit. Push them out. Good. Now you can transition onto your hands and knees. We're going to be going on our backs now. Carefully do this. If you're in the third trimester, carefully let yourself down and carefully let yourself up. You got to do it slow so that your blood pressure doesn't change too much and get dizzy. So you're going to slowly go back on your back, and you're going to put both legs straight out just like this, laying nice and flat. You're going to lift one knee up and you're going to bring that knee over to the other side just like so. You can use the opposite arm to push that knee down, and the goal is to keep this shoulder as close to the ground as possible there. So you're just going to hold that down. This usually causes a little bit of a crack in my back, releases some of those tense muscles. Take this one gently here. Just let your hips and your body and your knee just sink closer to the ground as you keep this shoulder planted. Feels good on my back. Now we're going to release it. Bring the knee up, a little straight. And we're going to do the other side. We're going to lift that knee up, bring it to the opposite side, use the opposite arm, belly, and keep that opposite shoulder on the ground right there. Again, I used to be more flexible. Belly, you want to move over here? You're right in front of the camera. Come over here. Over here. Over here. Good boy. Lay down. So I used to be more flexible in this position. But as the belly grows and changes, and your body starts to change, you may not be as flexible. Don't be discouraged. Just do it to your comfort level. Get a little bit of that stretch and then come back. Now come back to center. We're going to come back up. Again, we're going to be doing this nice and gently. So you can put yourself on your forearms like that. Now we're back up. I'm gonna come around to the front here, and we're gonna do a little bit of a hamstring and quad stretch. So we're just gonna bring one foot in towards your thigh, the other leg is gonna be straight out. We're gonna flex our toes towards our body. We're just gonna reach. If you can only reach your shin or your ankle, that's okay. Try to reach as far as you can. Just release that neck so it's not tense. This one also gets your hamstrings and your quads, but also gets your lower back on the opposite side, which is a really nice stretch. Your deep breaths there. Other side. Good job. Bring that leg out, flex the toes. Bring this foot in towards and slowly reach. Good job, ladies. This is our last stretch. Again, this was pretty short, but you can do this multiple times. You can increase the time that you're doing each of the stretches. This is a good basic routine to start with. Stretching, especially if you're just starting to stretch now in your pregnancy, if you're in your 3rd trimester. Then we're gonna come back just sitting upright like this. Again, we're gonna be sitting forward, not slouching, and we're just gonna take a few deep breaths to end this off. Thank you so much, mamas, for joining me for this stretch session today. If you're not yet subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can see more exercise and stretching routines from me while pregnant. And if you're not following me on Instagram, you can also have more free content there. So follow me at Grow with Jo. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time.